Hey guys, it's Bomb Primus here, and today I'm going to continue with Mass Effect 3, but I'm going to be doing the Citadel DLC, alright? Obviously for the campaign, not for the multiplayer, because there ain't no multiplayer for the Citadel DLC. But yeah, I'm going right here to change my clothes real quick for my jacket, if you would, because if I'm going to party, if you would, at the Citadel, I'm going to be wearing some, you know, nice casual wear, if you would. Alright, I just did the From Ashes DLC, which is the first one I uploaded. Then the second one I did was this, whatchamacallit, the Leviathan DLC, which should be uploaded as well. And my last DLC that I'm doing is the Citadel DLC. I already did the Omega DLC. If you guys want to check it out, go ahead. It's in my channels. Alright, but let me see, do I have anything new? No. Alright, so basically, I'm going to go to the Citadel DLC. This is, some say this is like probably one of the best DLCs besides the Omega DLC. As you see there, I just did the Leviathan DLC, so I got to go back to the mass relay, if you would. Fly, little ship, fly! The Leviathan DLC, I think, was by far, it was more of like an investigation and, you know, trying to like understand who the Reapers are and who created the Reapers and stuff like that. The From Ashes DLC, that one's pretty cool because you get Javik, a new weapon, and, you know, that's basically it. And some interactions with Javik as well. But other than that, you know, it's really not much. But I think the DLCs are good. I think From Ashes should have been like $5, just for the fact that there's only one mission and you get one character and that's it. The Leviathan DLC, $10 is about right. And then the Omega DLC, $10 should have been about the same price as that one too. I don't know why they made that one $15. I guess because everybody was all hyped up about it and everything. But let's go to our personal apartments here. This is basically where we have to do the Citadel DLC. Alright, you see here, this is the new loading screen for the Citadel DLC. Alright, it's just basically you flying your little vehicle. Whew! View! View! I don't know why is he wobbling side to side like that. Like, there's no cars in his way. Like, you really don't see anything. Why is he moving like that? That would be nauseous as hell. Like, going back and forth, back and forth. Unless the ship is, like, cradling him so he can go to sleep. Alright, so what do we got here?
Commander, I've got Admiral Anderson.
This is my new my shagging pad, if you would. What's this?
Shepard.
Admiral, how are you holding up?
Day by day, Commander.
Yeah. Hackett sent me a message about this apartment.
I want you to have it. Take it off my hands.
Are you serious?
You need a place that's yours. Somewhere to recharge, clear your head. Haley wanted us to settle down there. Thing is, the longer I'm on Earth,
Kylie.
the less I want to leave.
If you don't know who Kylie is, she's from the books of Mass Effect, which I really recommend. The books are good. I really like the books. I read all of them, except the newer one, which is based off of Mass Effect 3, which I can't really find it audiobook-wise for some reason. I like audiobooks. Audiobooks are the best.
Generous.
It's practical. We need you in the best shape possible. Rested. Focused.
If you say so.
Mind you, I do like reading books, but
Thank you.
And make yourself
it's just easier with audiobooks because if I'm driving or if I'm doing something else, it basically allows me to multitask all at once.
Good. Been meaning to do that for a while. I'll talk to you soon.
Be careful out there, Anderson.
You too, Shepard.
You know what pisses me off? I heard that you can buy shit for your apartment, and guess what? The Leviathan DLC, for some reason, when I died in one of the missions, in one of the, what was it, the Tatooine level, if you would, I lost all $57,000 or credits, if you would, and now I'm basically had to start from zero, and this is all I have from the leftover of the Leviathan DLC, which is 16,000, which pisses me off because if I'm gonna find out that oh yeah, there's furniture that's like 5,000, I'm gonna be really pissed. I don't know what the fuck happened there, but I lost all my DLCs. Oh.
My wife just called. My ex-wife. Nobody likes to talk about the toll that long months apart can have on military relationships. She wasn't military. She couldn't handle it. But it's not even
I
about
received a new message.
military and non-military, damn it. It's space flight. Space flight. Finding the mass relays, miracles of engineering. Human imagination rising to meet our desires. We pay a price for that curiosity, that drive. Our relationships suffer. People we love suffer. But that's reality. And it's worth the cost. I must have thought it was. I guess I still do. In the end, you just have to hope you made the right choices.
It was a nice dig for shit. This guy made a lot of money then. Yeah, if you don't know, there's two things I want to say. The first book of Mass Effect actually takes place with Anderson as the main character, and you're basically Anderson's trying to become the very first Spectre. He mentioned it in the first Mass Effect game that he almost became Spectre, but unfortunately Saren fucked it up, which is true. And the thing is, Saren is also in the first book as kind of as a antagonist. Wow, I can't even say that word correctly. The evil guy, if you would. He's kind of like the evil dude, but not really. He's kind of just like the asshole who's like trying to stop Anderson from becoming a Spectre because he doesn't want a human to become a Spectre and everything. And it actually takes place talking about how Saren got his ship, how Saren kind of investigated everything. I think that's probably the best book of all the books so far. The second book, it was so-so. It was pretty good. That one dealt with the Quarians and the Geth and Cerebus as well. I recommend all the books. The last one I haven't read is the one with whatchamacallit, what's his face. No, I think there's 4 books. I read 3 of them. I didn't read the last one, which I don't want to spoil anything for you, but there's basically a super biotic girl there, and she's basically coming back to vengeance or some shit. I don't know. I don't really know the full details. I haven't really found the book online yet. Well, the audiobook version, that is. No, it's from... Okay, let's see here.
A brand new ship. My ship.
So yeah, I really recommend if you like Mass Effect, get the books. They're really great. It's a really good sci-fi novel.
You for direction. Unforgettable. I'd led men and women before that. Seen a lot of combat already. Always managed to find my way home in one piece. Do that a few times, you begin to think you know better than the next guy. Maybe you do, I don't know. But if you're lucky, really lucky, you find yourself on a good ship, in front of a good crew. A crew you can trust with your life.
Yeah!
Discipline. Brave. All of them. Eager to set sail into the endless black ocean. I still remember my XO asking what my orders were. Shepard, I said. Let's see what we can find.
As XO. Oh God, no! No, that sounds like Miley Cyrus bullshit. Come on, give me some good shit. That's a little bit better. All right, what do we got here? Oh wait, Anderson just leaves his private biography all around. What the fuck?
I've got more of those than anyone will ever know. Only way to learn something. But if I had to pick one to share, I had just gotten promoted to N7. Full of myself. King of the castle. Found myself buying drinks for undesirables in some rundown bar in the wards. They toasted my recent promotion. Hell, they would have toasted Batarian slavers if it had got them more drinks. About the time my money ran out, my new friends turned on me. I was outnumbered. Things didn't look good. My plan to get out of there involved lots of punching. Well, that worked for a while. Then a table hit me. Or I fell down. When I came to, I saw a Solarian putting the rest of the troublemakers down. A Solarian? Moved like a damn cat, I swear. When everybody was out cold. Or running. He walked over and helped me up. N7, he asked. Yes, sir, I replied. He looked over my collection of unconscious friends, nodding. Not bad, human, he said. Then he walked away. I had met my first Spectre. Learned an important lesson that day. No matter how good you think you are, there's always somebody quicker, faster, and a hell of a lot smarter than you just around the corner. That little lesson's kept me alive
that's true.
more than once since then.
Huh. Oh, that TV. Ooh, nice. Let's see what else do we got here. Oh wait, it's over here. Oh, this place is huge. Wow, that is nice. Gravel and everything. Shit.
A few months ago, I had a chance to sit down with one of Earth's most decorated soldiers, Admiral David Anderson. He was kind enough to answer my questions and talk about his career. Today, the Admiral is on Earth, leading the defense of our home against the Reapers. We have no communication with him or any soldiers on
I always like this style of like rock as a wall right here. I love it. It's I don't know. It feels modern but yet very classic. I don't know. I just like the style of it.
To keep us safe.
If I had a house, I would have that kind of walls.
Anderson, today marks the 30th anniversary of the N7 program. Can you describe your first day of training in this now famous program?
The Interplanetary Combatives Training Program is all business from day one.
How so?
We're given basic gear, then separated and stranded on an asteroid with no nav data. The test ends when the last person runs out of oxygen.
Sounds daunting. What happens to the ones who run out of air first?
Out of the program. The best N7s can survive alone, but work together to survive even longer.
That's very impressive, Admiral. Deep space survival training. That has to be so difficult. All of it would take such strength of character. Well, just plain strength. But then you seem like a strong person.
I'm sorry. Is there a question in there?
Well, does the program make the man? Or do you think you were born for this?
It's a bit of both, I suppose. Every soldier reaches a point in their career, sometimes more than once, when they are asked to give more than they ever thought they could. That moment is the test. I've seen men and women, almost sure to fail, persevere long past the point of breaking. That experience changes them. Others, with all the gifts and abilities, fail in that moment. Sometimes they pick themselves up and carry on. Sometimes they're just done.
What about you? What was your moment?
I've had a few, none of which I'd like to share. But I think the toughest tests are still ahead of me.
What makes you say that?
Call it a hunch.
Soldier's intuition?
Something like that.
Do you trust your intuition? I mean, do you follow your heart over your mind?
Well, it depends on the day. No, I suppose if I were to be honest, I do trust my instincts. The problem is, war isn't orderly. And the enemy is never predictable. Even the most experienced veteran is going to find themselves in situations they haven't trained for. In those instances, and there's more than I'd like to admit, your instincts are the only thing keeping you alive. That, and the men and women you're fighting beside.
But soldiers are only as good as their leader, isn't that true?
Yeah. A good leader can make an okay squad great. A bad leader, well, war tends to make examples of them.
What makes a good leader then?
A good leader is someone who values the life of his men over the success of the mission.
Fucking slow-mo.
That sometimes the cost of failing a mission is higher than the cost of losing those men.
That's
Look at that. Look how slow he walks.
Yes, it is. But war is a terrible thing.
Thank you for your time, Admiral.
Thank you.
The remainder of this interview was to take a more personal look at Admiral Anderson's life. It wasn't finished when the Reapers invaded. We can only hope that the Admiral and the soldiers under his command survive to tell us the rest of their stories. I'm Kalisa Al-Jalani. Thank you for watching.
Okay, there we go. Hope you guys enjoyed that little history of Admiral Anderson. Which, if you think about it, you can take it realistically in a realistic military standpoint. It's true. And when I've been training with the Marines, you guys probably already know I'm going to boot camp and everything, but I've been training with some of the Marines that came out of boot camp and some of the other Marines who've been in the Marines for years now, and they told me the same thing. You know, you can train yourself as much as possible, but there's always going to be situations where shit's going to happen that you're never going to be able to be ready for. But the best thing to do is always prepare yourself for anything. So, you know, that's why they always tell you, be ready for anything. You know, even if it's something that you've never, done before, just be ready to do it. And also never quit. Have confidence in yourself and you'll be fine. So, yeah, actually that conversation kind of like inspired me, like, fuck yeah, that's what I'm joining the Marines for, baby, yeah. You know, although it's a video game and everything, they got a good perspective of how the military life is. You know, like in the beginning where when I clicked on one of these biographies, when he was saying that, he had to decide his family and his wife didn't really get along with him and stuff because he was always at work and stuff. That's true. In the real military world, I think it's about like 70% of soldiers who go to combat usually get divorces. And this is an actual statistics, alright? I'm not making this up. This is actually true. More than 50% of people who are in the military get divorces, or the relationships don't last long or something like that. It's because the military takes up a lot of your time. So if you're going to join the military, make sure that you're willing to sacrifice things that are, really big. You don't have to. You can always try to work around it. That's possible, yes. But usually, most of the times, relationships don't really work well. And I've known people who've been under those certain circumstances. But yeah, this is pretty good insight of Anderson.
Yeah, I was there.
And his voice is like epic. It's like fucking Darth Vader's voice.
First for a lot of us. I remember one night early in the war, strapped to my seat as our transport approached the LZ.
And actually, that story of Anderson being married and everything is in the first book. So if you read the first book, you get a little bit of understanding why Anderson and his wife broke up and everything. So.
And horsing around, but not this time. Just the rattle of the shuttle.
Yeah, read the books, guys. They're awesome.
Everyone was thinking the same thing. We're off to fight alien invaders.
Aliens.
Think about that. We all grew up.
Oh yeah, he was in the first Contact War.
If we were alone in the universe, now we knew we weren't alone. And we were in trouble. So there we were, about to face an enemy as different and unknown as we could imagine. I knew I had to say something, keep the men relaxed. So I turned to the soldier beside me, Hendricks, I think, and asked him how his mother was doing. Fine, he said. Why? Because I heard your mama so ugly the Marines thought she was a Taurian. Almost shot her. I got a few smiles. Then Hendricks turned to me and said, "Hell, Anderson, I heard it was a picture of your mama that started this goddamn war in the first place. Scared the Taurians shitless." Everyone had a good laugh at that. And the boys fought great.
Oh, that's fun.
Sometimes that's all it takes. A joke, a pat on the back. Just a little reminder that everything's gonna be okay.
Yep. That could also be related to real military combat as well. But yeah, the first books actually explain the First Contact War as well, a little bit more in depth. If you want a little bit more understanding of the First Contact War, like I said, read those Mass Effect books, man. They're really great. I'm not advertised. They're not paying me to say, "Oh yeah, read the books." I'm just saying, catalog. Oh, I can buy stuff. Oh, I don't got fucking shit though because of my stupid ass glitch in the game. Oh, wall decoration. That's what I want. Shelving. No, I want a. What the hell? Well, I don't get it. Hey, Shepard! I got a few things I want to go over with you. With the Normandy and Dry Dock, I figured we can meet up in the Ryushi sushi place down in the wards. I hear it's the best. Joker. Okay. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, Metal Gear. I don't know, every time I do that voice, it just reminds me of Eagle Raptor and the way he's like, yeah, Metal Gear. Sorry about that. I was watching some Game Grumps the other day. I don't get it. What the fuck? I can't do shit. Okay, whatever. And what's this?
What was I talking about? Early days, right? People ask why I joined the military. Everyone talks about honor, duty, sure. But that's never the whole truth. It's 100 little things that add up to commitment. I joined because of a dog. Yeah, a dog. This patchy, mean son of a bitch that used to bark at me every day on my way to school. He'd snarl and I'd start running. Scared the hell out of me. I was just a kid. I remember being in a bad mood one morning. Angry, I can't recall why. When that dog started in on me, I snapped. Started barking right back. We both kept at it until we had nothing left. Dog never bothered me again. Why'd I join the military? Sometimes you just gotta howl to make things right.
That's true. I remember when the recruiters were asking all the potential recruits for boot camp and everything, and all the recruits always had like the textbook definition of what the recruiters want to hear. Oh, I want to do it because I want to be the best. I want to do it because it's my duty. But no one really goes in depth to why they want to become a Marine or become a soldier or anything else. And it's true. There's, in my opinion, like when they asked me, I told them I have basically a plethora of reasons why I wanted to join the military. If I went through them all, it will be like fucking crazy. What we got here?
Okay, so tombstone data. Admiral David Edward Anderson. Not sure why anybody would be interested, but thanks for asking. I was born in London, June 8th, 2137. The last of 3 children born to Ursula and Paul Anderson. A nurse and a flight mechanic, respectively. But that's a little dry. And someone's gonna spice this up, right? Never been much for the spotlight. Anyway, where was I? It was a second marriage for my parents. They were almost 50 by the time they had me. My mother worked shifts, so my father would often take me to the base. While he worked, I watched transport ships and fighters take off. Worked his whole life around space travel, my father. But he never left Earth. Not for a day. He was a good man. But that's just a side note. Don't put that in. Who is it, Kaylee? Yes, I need to take that. I hope this is what you're after. I'll get to the more interesting N7 stuff next time.
Oh, never mind. Oops, I accidentally pressed it.
Tombstonians. Well, I might not always see eye to eye with the politics and the individual, but I have a great respect for the Turian military. Any Alliance soldier lucky enough to take part in their training programs will certainly be better for it. Their precision, skill, and discipline come together in a way that's second to none. Not that I'm faulting our own people or training. It's just that after fighting Turians in the First Contact War, years later, I had the opportunity to observe and train on Palaven. It was a turning point for me. And I would encourage any soldier to try it. It's a unique experience to put yourself in the squad of a Turian commander. My commander was an uncompromising bastard named Bartix Oryx. If you can find him, just ask how the platoon I commanded was trounced in his strategy game. Humbling. But I've used what I learned that day many times. The xenophobes will have their say. But I think it's vital that we do more of this kind of cross-species training. There you go. And if you do find General Oryx, let me know. I owe him money.
He made a bet. Oh, this place is really big. Shit. Ooh, I like that painting. That's pretty cool. It's very sci-fi. This is the bed where I'm gonna go fuck my girl at. Yep. All right, we got more. Damn, Anderson, you left his whole biography here.
The SSV Normandy. The Normandy SR-1. As commander of the Tokyo, I was consulted on the Normandy's design and on board for her initial training exercises. The average person probably doesn't know that the Normandy was a joint project with the Taurians. Acting CO, Eli Xander, was no diplomat. She ran out of patience with Taurian posturing and politicking during construction. The chief architect of the Drive Corps, Octavio Tatum, and his team of Taurian engineers were in the CIC for final training exercises. Tempers flared when Xander pushed the limits of the stealth system, waiting to vent the IES well past what Tatum was comfortable with. I tried to calm the situation, but it still ended with the Taurian scientist in shackles and a human Taurian fistfight at Cora's den later. Funny now, when I first laid eyes on the Normandy, she was the most beautiful thing I'd ever seen. Day after that training run, Admiral Wright found me on the bridge. She's yours, he said. Can't trust her to Xander. Send me a list of crew from the Tokyo you'd like, and prep for your first mission. Short command thanks to Saren. Still, one of the highlights of a long career.
Huh. Alright, so we'll see if we got the bathroom here. This is when I'm gonna take a shower after, you know, do my business, you know what I mean? Huh? Alright, so we traveled upstairs and downstairs. Another guest bathroom, I guess. That's pretty nice. For a mirror, it doesn't have no reflection whatsoever. I guess BioWare was too lazy to fucking do reflections. Oh wait, there's one over here.
Sure, I can talk about Commander Shepard. Big topic. There's been a lot written about the Commander, but most of it isn't true. People are quick to judge. They don't know the whole story. I don't even know the whole story. But I know the man. Worked with him. Fought with him. Trust him with my life.
Damn right.
Rough patches. Who of us hasn't? He's been forced to fight a lot of battles alone. God only knows how he got out of some of that. Makes your head spin. Thing is, you never heard a complaint. Never once got, "No sir, I can't do that." He never hesitated. Few people know what Shepard's been through. I'd like to think I come pretty close. And I worry sometimes he forgets. There's a whole bunch of people who lose sleep over him getting back home. Maybe it doesn't need to be said. Maybe we're too dumb to say it. Soldiers like the Commander are rare. Men like Shepard, even more rare.
Oh, I'm so flattered! Thank you, Anderson! And he gave me this nice... This is a fucking nice... You can raise a we can raise like 5 families in here. Oh wait, there's... Oh my god, there's more? Oh, dude, this is sick. Oh, okay, guys. I guess I'll end it here. Alright, so I'll be back with the next part. Sorry it took me so long, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, the full story of the biography of Anderson. So, stay tuned, guys, okay? Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please press the little like button down below. Also, don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you want more updates on what's going on my channel, just visit me on Twitter or at my Facebook page. So, this is Paul Primus, keep it crunchy, and peace out.